Hey everybody, welcome back to Undercover Brony. Today's episode is Forgotten Friendship and what was this about? I forgot.
Uh, I gotta
I,
say,
I'm running
is
I'm running
back,
out of
baby.
I'm running out of quirky ideas. I should just kill myself now.
No, ever since
No, no,
I'm gonna
but
say, ever since Legend of Everfree, it felt like the EQG movies were really on the decline. Like the only good one from the last three episode streak we had was the Mirror Magic one, and that was
yeah.
only because Starlight became an Equestria girl for a while.
I liked the rest of them. I know you were a little conti- contingent. I know you were a little butt puckered about them, but I thought that yes, the third one, no argument here. The third one's the best one, but I thought they were all pretty enjoyable. But then there's that it's true, we did have that thought where it's like, I wonder if these movies can get like really good again. Obviously this may be a little mean to always say, but I don't know if anything will ever come close to
Oh
Rainbow Rock's
no,
level.
no.
But we were thinking like, man, I wonder if these movies are going to be like really good to great again. And then Forgotten Friendship came along and was like, hold my beer, and then boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is literally about the same tier as Rainbow Rocks for me.
Oh yeah, it's right up there. It's right up there, man. I see some people that would say Friendship Games is their favorite of the original three. And I'm like, okay, everyone's got their own opinions. I've never seen anyone say, you know what, man, that first movie's the best.
I'm gonna say I still can't get past my suspension of disbelief with them having a freaking supercross in a high school setting. Do you realize how many of those parents would be worried sick about their kids?
Well, here's the thing, though.
Is it
Worried
different in
parents,
California?
no, um, worried parents don't sell toys. So
Hey.
the episode starts out. And Starlight, I forgot all the chicks got new outfits a while ago. Well, for the internet shorts, which I still need to watch. I haven't caught any of them. I know we haven't reviewed them yet, but we need to watch all of them. So I keep waiting for John to just randomly be like, "Hey, dude, you want to review them this week?" I'm like, "Have you watched them?" I'm like, and I'm like, "No worries. Here's all 42 Daily Motion links."
Indeed.
But yeah, we need to watch it because I've heard good things. I've seen a couple of, because they're just shorts, but I've seen a couple of them. So the episode starts out. They're looking fly in their new outfits. They're
Especially Sunset Shimmer. I'm sorry, she looks hot as fuck in that shit.
Yo, yeah, no, dude. I'm definitely on the I'm definitely feeling what they're doing with Glimmer.
You mean Shimmer?
I oh my god. Sorry, I've been watching too much DWK Shimmy
Yeah.
Glimmy. So I really liked her the one dress she had with like the blue leggings and stuff. I thought that
Oh
worked good with
yeah.
her. But this one really works good for her on a character level. And all the other characters, I definitely like their current ensembles a lot better. They don't feel nearly as generic. I still have reservations about Applejack wearing a skirt, but whatever. So they're showing up. And apparently they're all members of the yearbook because, of course, lol, Rafflecopter. And they bump into this green haired chick who I thought for a second was the hippie pony, and I thought OMG, but it wasn't. And I thought,
Oh, you mean Tree Hugger?
yeah, I thought it was Tree Hugger for a second,
That would
and
have
then
made it so much better. Except for the conflict.
yeah. So, um, so Shimmer, right? She's like, "Oh hey, what's up, bro?" And she's I didn't see where you were going because the movie starts off with a song.
Mhm.
And she's like, I was trying to get your attention for like half the song. And I'm like, which is funny because that kind of comes, that irony kind of comes back later, which I thought was
Mhm.
funny. So, and she's like,
Having that
oh,
sort of meta humor is always funny.
oh yeah. So so she's like, oh, hey, I'm Starlight Glimmer. She's like, yeah, I've known you for like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like,
I've
oh,
been
okay,
part
my
of this
bad.
yearbook club for the past 4 years, and you haven't said shit to me.
Yeah, and next thing that happens is the great and powerful waifu busts through the door, and she's all
I thought it
pissed
was
at
the great and powerful Trisket.
the great and the the great and powerful Starlight Glimmer's pet
Or
comes
Fuck
in.
Buddy, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, they're one and the same. And then she busts the door, and she's like, "Because the main, sorry, the humane 6 or 7 now, they're all stoked because they're like, yo, we won best friends in the yearbook, LOL." And Trixie busts through the door. She's like, "WTF, mate? You want to go 1v1? Why didn't I win most great and powerful?" And then they're like, because it's not a real thing. And then she's like, well, what about best friends? That's not real, or something like that. And then they bring
it was where the whole school during freshman year had labeled Sunset Shimmer as the meanest.
Yeah, they labeled her biggest meanie, and Pinkie Pie's like, well, that's different. Everybody in the school voted for that. It's just like, oh. So all of that happens. The main focus of this episode is that it's gone full shonen anime. We got a beach episode.
Yeah,
We
with
got a beach
freaking
episode.
selfie copter.
A selfie rufflecopter drone, dude. I can't. This
This
show isn't this show
ever.
This show is this thing, that drone is simultaneously antiquated and futuristic. That's in the year, like it's in the year 2525. We're like in the year 1918. You know what I mean? So
I'd rather say 1984 considering the context of our whole political system, but that's just me.
oh my god. So it's a
that's all we're gonna say about that.
It's a Sensi selfing drone, or an SSD if you're in the know. And Twilight says it senses selfie opportunities. It's so retarded, but it's so
it's
awesome.
better than a selfie stick.
Is it? I mean, really, I don't want to put the video. I don't want to filibuster the video, but take a good 10 seconds to really think. A selfie sensing drone. That's technology that could be used to curing diseases or fighting ISIS.
Didn't you say that she was gonna go for neuroscience too?
I think so. So here's where things get a little weird. Here's where things get a little tricky dicky. Never mind the fact that on top of the argument of how old are the main 6 compared to the humane 6, whereas the main 6 feel like they're in their 20s at the least, and these kids are definitively in high school, and what that says about Sunset Shimmer, and the fact that I'm really, 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 really trying not to look too hard at these what are most likely 15 to 17-year-olds. Sunset Shimmer comes up and she's like, "What's up, bro?" And they're like, "Don't bro us, dude. Who the hell are you?" No, they know who they are, but they're like, "Oh God,
they still think she's a mean girl."
Yeah, they still think she's a she-male. A she-male? No,
no,
I was gonna.
We are not bringing that shit into these reviews.
The Undercover Brony does not condone Futanari unless it's made by Black Junior 13. So anyway, I think that's his name. So anyway,
I cannot believe you just said that. I know exactly who you're talking about.
It was either going to be that or a Bible Black reference. Take your pick. So Sunset Shimmer, I am doing myself no huge favors for my character right now. So Sunset Shimmer is like, bro, we've like bonded so much, and everyone thinks we're totally, tribling lesbians. I thought we were cool. And they're like, no, dude, screw you. This is our spot. You can't chill here at the beach. And she's like, you're killing me, Smalls. So she's like, what the hell is this? And so this is the scene with Sunset where she's starting to doubt, reality and herself. And she does that thing where she writes to Twilight Pony Twilight.
It's like,
Where
are
she's
we
where,
friends?
and are we nice? And I'm just telling you right now, as someone that constantly needs validation that his friends mean to as much to him as they mean to him, I could tell you I've never done this, but I've heard of people that do that, and it's really pathetic, and it's everything they do with Sunset Shimmer is incredibly realistic, and it makes me lonely and want to cry. So Twilight Sparkle writes back, "Hey, yeah, of course we're friends, bro. What's the problem?" And she's like, "Dude, can we like talk in? Can we talk POV? Can we talk P2P, pony to pony?" And
PPOV.
yeah,
Can we talk from the pony point of view?
And she's like, "Yeah, sure, dude, come through the portal." So Pony, by the way, I saw a rip of this video. So it was one of those ones with a chat room. And I'm just telling you right now, Brony chat rooms are a place of purity because it's one of the few places where people still get psyched. Remember how like 3 to 4 years ago, every time like Luna would show up, everyone would go Luna, or every time a side punch showed up, they'd be like, "Oh look, Carrot Top, Cherry Jubilee, Berry Punch," all that. You know, nowadays we're just like, "Oh yeah," then they're in the background doing some stuff, but they're like doing that, and I'm like, you know. Maybe there is some good left in this fandom besides your boys, the Undercover Bronies. So but the reason I bring that up is because everyone was stoked of Shimmer Pony time, and I was too. Honestly, it's cool to see her in the ponies, and we got the long-awaited. Not confrontation, but meet up again with Celestia. And I knew they were just.
Oh my goodness!
I knew it was going to go by fast because that's the way the show does things. I still thought they did a good job.
Oh, let me just say, when Twilight and Sunset come through, and they see Celestia, and it's like, "Hey, Princess Celestia, guess who I just found?" Although you could probably know who I found just by her standing next to me. Anyway, why don't you go and she can. And Sunset actually goes and does everything in a very mature manner. I have to applaud her for that. And I love how Twilight's like sort of freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, don't say that to the princess. But we know Celestia. We know she's kind-hearted. We know she's peaceful. And we know that she can troll the fuck out of someone. So in all that, as we see later, as you know, she'll be just fine.
Yeah, bro.
So, yes, I loved this scene. It was just beautifully done. It was just nice to see it in actual animation.
And true to Celestia's character, as soon as that's over with, the first thing on her mind is, okay, how can I help my ex-student and someone who is still technically a member of the equestrian what's what I'm looking for? Population. So she's like really, really quick, probably the funniest joke in this thing is when Luna's talking to her and she's like, "Sorry, every time I hear you, I keep hearing you, I keep imagining you telling people what is it? Telling
no
kids not to
students parking in the faculty lot."
Faculty lot. And she says, "This faculty lot sounds like a place of much intrigue and power," or something like that. I busted up. That was freaking great. Tabitha St. Germain, between Luna and Rarity, had like maybe 30 lines in this whole thing, and she just kills it every single time. She
stole the show.
She always does, bro. I know you hate Main Six Rarity, and it's probably more due to the fact that she's underage, but it's but I don't know, dude.
She still just felt like she never grew out of season 1 Rarity.
Well, you look like you never grew out of like season 2, bro.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding. So, no, there are people still like that. And I'm like, why are you even watching the show? That was 6 years ago.
Shit, it's still never as good as season 10. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cheers. I'm drinking your brony cheers now.
Bro, don't do them like that, bro. So.
Your tears are delicious.
So they go to so they go to this so they're like let's go to the library, And Twilight's like, "Oh, dude, I've read every book." And then they're like, "No, we're going to the secret library." And Twilight for the next
restricted
10
section.
Yeah, Twilight for the next 10 minutes is amazing.
Let me just say, I have never laughed so hard at anything Twilight until now. And I see her just it's like, Twilight, breathe. Just like
Yeah, she loses her mind, and
she loses her shit like 3 different times, and it's
and
glorious.
she says some of the best lines that she's had in the show. It's just a great sequence of stuff. So then they find
we found the mini comics issue 31. Issue 31.
and we find out from here about the Philosopher's Stone. I mean the Chain of Memories. I mean the Memory Stone.
I mean the Sheikah Stone.
I mean the Deus Ex MacGuffin. So they're like, okay, so there was this. Oh wait, yeah. So who was the old pony they talked about and the stone?
It was something along the lines of there was an ancient evil pony that was using the Memory Stone, but Clover the Clever was chasing her.
That's right. I remember seeing
Different
something in the chat that that everyone was surprised they made Clover a he. They all thought Clover was a she, and I'm like, what are you all talking about?
Well,
I've never even heard of Clover.
Don't you remember Harsh-Forming Eve when Twilight was playing Clover the Clever?
You think I remember that? That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, just saying. No, but I do have to say,
no, I'm just like, Super Saiyan. I don't remember.
You've just rage quit out of it because you were able to gain Super Saiyan.
Dude, I'm Ultra Instinct-ing out of this piece.
Yeah, but I do have to say, the Memory Stone looks like the Sheikah symbol. Like, seriously.
No, it's lit though. I mean, it's a cool piece of
it's
a cool piece of stuff
because it lights up.
Ayo. So then she's like, "Okay, thanks, guys. I'm gonna go back to my world. It's been real. Peace." So she goes back to the land before. She goes to the land before the Back to the Future, present, past, and she's like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do." And something Trixie happens. I don't remember what happened in between that.
It's where Trixie comes up and says, "Well, now that I almost said Starlight Glimmer too. Now that Sunset Shimmer is away, I think the last person, the next in command is you, Rarity. So I'd like to have you put on
they're still at the beach.
Great and Powerful list." And Rarity's just like, "I'll think about it." It's like, that's all I ask. I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm just going to say, she gets better later, but she is just annoying this first part.
Yeah, it's such a weird idea that they would choose to focus on Trixie so much for this episode.
Like with Rainbow Rocks.
But I guess they probably figured, we redeemed her pony counterpart. We might as well. While we've got nothing better to do, we might as well redeem her human part. Plus, I mean, there's no Starlight Glimmer for her to. There's no Starlight Glimmer to make her better, so there has to be Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this Twilight and Trixie don't have any relationship whatsoever. In the pony one, they have history, but so from there, Sunset confronts her in the Locure room. And in the hallways, and she's like, and she says something about a stone, and then Trixie's like, "What?" And Sunset's like, "Holy crap, you don't know anything." So she slides against the lockers, and she's like, "Holy crap, this sucks. Everyone thinks I suck now."
And it's in a similar. And you were talking about how she slides down on the lockers.
Yeah.
I have to say, number one, the sound effect was spot on. I applaud whoever did that. And second of all,
it's not like I've ever slid down anything in a feat of sorrow when I'm at my wit's end and stressed out by the weight of the world. But if I was, I have a feeling yes, the sound design was very accurate.
Yes, and the other thing was, it kind of reminds me when she did that in the gym in the beginning of Rainbow Rocks as well.
Yeah. Just a better outfit. So,
yeah.
Well, I missed the leather jacket. Honestly, I liked the leather jacket.
Oh, yeah. When she took it off at the end, I'm just like, oh, yeah. Shit.
Oh shit, it's going down. So they agree to work together, and now they're buddy cops, and it's great. So,
let's talk culprits and motive. Well, who would have any motive against you? The whole school.
Yeah. I mean, her motive wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't at all. But it was just sad.
Yeah. So to skip around a bit, we get to what's the bitch's name again?
Wallflower Blush.
Wallflower. Wallflowers. Like this band with Bob Dylan's son in it. Okay, so Bob Dylan over here is she's like her whole story is Senpai never noticed me. So they
although I have to say her song is amazing.
No, her song's lit, bro. But at the same exact time, you know, I'm not saying I don't sympathize with her. I do. If there's one thing that this whole friendship is magic spiel can do, it's make you sympathize with people where in any other type of medium their motives may seem like weak or whatever, but they write them so good that it just works.
And I have to say one thing that we forgot to mention is the whole reason that she finds out what's going on is that she's using her power from Legend of Everfree that Sunset can touch another pony and know what's going on. And she does that with Wallflower. And right before this, they're looking in the yearbook and they're saying we've encountered every student except one. That picture looks like Missing No. Do you know about that?
Who?
Okay, so
in the original, like River Song.
No. In the original Pokemon game, there was a glitch that you could summon a Pokemon named Missing No. It was basically a blotch of different colored pixels that you could fight.
Isn't that just from a creepypasta?
No, it was actually in there. It was a glitch.
Well, if you say so. I'm not gonna call you a liar in my head.
But yeah, her picture on the paper looks like Missing No to me. But she goes over and touches Wallflower Blush and then finds out that she's using the Memory Stone to erase segments of memories and stuff. And I love how when she finds the Memory Stone, you know, she's alone this whole time throughout all these movies. And when she finds the Memory Stone, you know, they're trying to find where could this be, and they gave her a little,
how could this happen to me?
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
Anyway. God, has Sunset made her mistakes, and the show does not want you or for Starlight Glimmer to forget about it.
Yep. So Twilight mentions to her that there's a specific place that it's buried, and so she has to find it. The garden that Wallflower Blush brought up is what she wants to put in the yearbook, and it's the exact same place. When Sunset Shimmer touches her arm, Wallflower's arm, she realizes that's where she got the Memory Stone, and she pulls out a piece of paper that's, I guess, trying to say how it works. But I like how there's little, like, dotted horses on it. That was, like, a really cool design touch. You know?
It was #adorbs.
Yeah. But, you know, then the song comes through where I'm invisible, invisible. She has a great voice. This was a great song.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to check out who did the singing voice for her, or unless that was her voice actress.
Well, do you want to look that up real quick?
Yes, although I need a sec because I'm doing a raid in Union Cross right now. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, then let me look at it while you continue talking.
Okay, so yeah, the song's great, and what I said earlier about there being a neat little callback to the first song, the first song at the beginning of the movie, during or to the whole joke with I was waiting for half the song, Starlight Glimmer, taking notes from Cloverface to leave a trail of memory breadcrumbs. They yeah, that's what she does. She writes herself a note to all the stuff that's happened and hides it or whatever. And then Meadow, not Meadow, wait, no. So Bob Dylan finishes her song, and she's like, and some stuff trying to get through to her or whatever. She then Bob Dylan decides to erase their memories, and it's like, oh no. So Starlight Glimmer, oh my god, Sunset Shimmer and Trixie, they're locked in the room, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, bro, we got to get out of here, but how are we going to do it? Trixie somehow magics her way outside, and then magic sun. Oh my god,
Trixie.
sunset. Yeah,
Shimmer.
so Sunset and Trixie are out the door. They remember everything. And then there's the big confrontation outside the school. Through this whole episode, they all have, but Twilight the most has been feeling kind of guilty and concerned about whether or not Starlight was telling the truth about stuff. And then Wallflower, in the heat of the moment, admits everything or whatever, and tries to use the Memory Stone on again, but this time when it erases Sunset's memory, it's so bad that that it erases her memory to the point to where she just came to the human world, and she's like,
oh yeah, she's still like a pony and shit.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that is dark.
Well, let me tell you, the voice actress for Wallflower Blush is Shannon Chan Kent. And I've heard her before somewhere. I'm going to continue researching this, but I do want to say one thing about this, which I need to bring my notes back up for this. They keep referencing songs. You know, back when they're still in the room or whatever. Sunset Shimmer remembers to hit record, so they can remember everything, just like Clover the Clever. And she goes through her own song, and it's showing it on the recording. And they're just fast forwarding it, and Trixie's just like, "Wow, long song."
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was funny.
Yep, but yeah, she reverts back to a freaking pony at the time she loses all the memories of her friends.
Well, mentally.
Yeah, mentally. Not in the physical form whatsoever, but yeah. But I want to say, I love when they all just eventually get through and try and, blast the stone or whatever. And Twilight starts going on, we can have this through the magic of, and then Picky's like, okay, we get it now. Light her up, ladies!
Oh my god. See, this is a case where the meta isn't like making fun of itself, it's just having fun with itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I know I keep comparing it to this, but it's not like Frozen where it tries to deconstruct its own entire like basis of existence and try to be like, oh, look how edgy and modern we are. But in this case, it's just like, no, dude, there's 5 minutes left of this, and let's throw one last little joke, and it was funny. So hashtag good times. And then and then Wallflower, and then the moral for this is Sunset realizes, which is something that I wouldn't have even thought about, but it was still pretty. I was like, oh, whoa, I never even thought of that. It was like, just being nice isn't enough. You have to go out of your way to be nice to people. And it's like, oh, dude.
Well, let me tell you this. She's apparently the singing voice for Pinkie Pie. Yeah. So
Well, God, Pinkie Pie hasn't had a song forever. They probably figured, well, look, we have her contracted and she's real cool, so we might as well throw her on for something.
Yeah, because this is what IMDb says for her. She's Silver Spoon, Posh Pony, Fashionable Pony, Girl Pony, Vendor, Tootsie Flute, and Pinkie Pie singing voice for 36 episodes in the show. And then she's also Wildflower Blush.
Holy crap. What is it with the Equestria Girls things giving all the singers roles?
I know. Think about Kazumi Evans playing, what's her name?
Adagio.
And how she was so good at it.
Well, hell, Rebecca, what's her face for Sunset Shimmer? She's Twilight singing voice.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so, damn, bro.
Yeah. So, one thing I want to ask, one of the things she was saying, I started with pulling little memories at first, and then it just got out of hand. I'm trying to think of what cliche I've seen that in a movie before. Can you give me any ideas?
Because I can't remember.
Uh-huh.
No, but honestly, this was a very good movie. I'm gonna tell you this. Ever since Rainbow Falls, I've been really high on this supporting the Equestria Girls. I think it's karma wise to make up for all the immense amount of crap I talked about the first movie, and when I saw the first trailer for Rainbow Rocks, and I did it. None of that really waned with the last couple movies, but Friendship Games were pretty good. The Forest one was all right, had some interesting moments, and I liked the 3 shorts, and then the internet series I haven't caught yet. But this was like, it felt return to form, but I don't think they really lost their way too much. I think they kind of like diverged a little bit in quality, but now it's like right back to the norm. And honestly, Equestria Girls has been very, very, I'll tell you this, think back to 6 years ago when we all thought it was the worst idea ever. And I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes I think the quality of Equestria Girls is par with the normal show.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I'm stoked that it's canon. I mean, there was always that little bit of, is it canon or isn't it? But no, it's totally canon, and I'm glad, so.
Yeah, indeed. So, what would you give this as a score?
Well, Rainbow Rocks was an 11 out of 10, and I don't remember what I gave Friendship Games or the Wood ones, but I really want to give this one a 9. I immensely enjoyed this.
I actually give this one a 9.5 because, because this was a fantastic movie, had fantastic characterization, and just an overall great story to it. So, 9.5 from me.
Yeah, and it was good, too.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, no, so that was lit. Like I said, we need to get to the internet shorts, but for now, we're just kind of focusing on
older episodes and then getting up to season 8.
Cheetos and Vaseline.
Yep. Alcohol and dance.
Oh my god, that's like the one damn song people know from that band.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's awesome though. Okay, so thanks for joining us. I have been Dark Samus 288, and that is JonTron. So we will catch you guys later. Peace out, Dragon, and
see you later. Shit.
Like Justifiable Treason on Facebook.